Yeah, good morning everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. So, yesterday we discussed about, we are into the topic of disaster management. Okay. So, yesterday we talked about what is the meaning of disaster and the disasters which are caused by nature itself. Those are natural disasters. And in addition to that, there are few more disasters where the human beings are held responsible for that. So because of here, what are the reasons behind that? That also we discussed yesterday. The means the increase in population without having proper plan, construction of buildings and lack of drainage facilities, and these are all comes under the category of the disasters which are caused by the negligence of human beings. Okay, so without any plan we cannot construct, without any plan we cannot start the work. So if you want to do any work, if you want to construct any building or any other thing, proper plan should be there as per the norms and conditions. When you are going without planning, so such kind of disasters may happen. And yesterday also we discussed the accident related disasters also we came across. In that one we completed the road accident. What is the main point here? Accidents related disasters. So out of among these, one is road accidents we came across. Okay, road accidents. If the people are going on a road, when any person is driving a car or a vehicle, a minimum rules and regulations should be followed by a person not to face any kind of unknown situation. Wearing helmet is also one of the important point while driving a vehicle is where a human being has to follow. But do you think everyone are following the same? No, so many of the people are driving a vehicle without wearing helmet. So at last, why the police people asking people to wear helmet? They should not drive any vehicle without wearing helmet. Suppose take for example, unfortunately if they met with any one accident, they fell down. If helmet is there, the head will protect. Okay, if helmet is not there, the main organ of the human body to send all the signals, the one and only the head and the brain. If our brain or head got injured, understand, total life will be spoiled. Okay, and yesterday also we discussed so many points about do's and do nots, what we have to do, what we should not do. Okay, so certain rules and regulations are there where we can follow very carefully so that you can avoid the forthcoming unknown situation or dangerous situation. So you are the only one person who can protect yourself if you follow all the norms and conditions prescribed by the traffic department or traffic police department. And at the same time, we came across yesterday, few people are not supposed to drive the vehicles on the road. The people, those who consumed alcohol, okay, those who are drinking, those people are not supposed to drive the car or vehicle. And also at the same time, if any human parts of the body got injured, those persons also not supposed to drive the car. And the age under 18 years are not allowed to drive any vehicle or car on the road, because that age is not eligible to drive the vehicle or car. So this is one of the condition. And this one more thing, if any person is taking any drugs or any injections or any tablets, some tablets can affect a human body where they can feel so drowsy. Drowsy means what? Nidra వచ్చినట్టుగా ఉంటుందన్నమాట. So the people will fell asleep. So such kind of persons also, they are not supposed to drive the vehicle. And handicapped people also not supposed to drive any vehicle unless and until a vehicle which is designed specifically for these people, they have to, then only they have to drive, otherwise they have to be at their home. So these are all the rules and norms and conditions. So when a point comes to safety, when a point comes to safety, whatever the age you belongs to, no matter what is your age does not consider. If once you have to, if anything matters a lot, your life is matters a lot. So you have to follow, when you follow all the safety rules and regulations, so then you will be safe, and even because of you, others also will be safe. So that is one of the road accidents. Next, rail accident also we discussed yesterday. Okay, rail accident. Under rail accident also, in Bihar state, in the state of Bihar, there is one district with the name of Bhagalpur district. One bridge was there in a place with the name of Ultapur, and that bridge was said to be a very old, long, 150 years back that bridge was constructed. Under that bridge, unfortunately, long back, one railway track is also there. So in the year 2006, what happened, that bridge fell down. Maybe because of so many reasons, they did not maintain properly that the care of the bridge, or else yeah, that was constructed 150 years back and it has become so old. So either they have to make repairs of that bridge, or else they have to divert that bridge, divert the way. Either they did both the things, they did not do both the things. So what happened here, that bridge was fell down, and unfortunately by that time one train was moving under the bridge, and that bridge was fell down on that train. So nearly 300 passengers were died on the spot, and totally it was collapsed. So there also, while making a train journey, what kind of measures you have to follow, what kind of points you have to follow. So you should not carry the flammable things which causes fire, like coal you are not supposed to carry in the train, oil also you are not supposed to carry in the train. So this, yeah, this is what the inflammable, the flammable goods are not supposed to carry in the train. And at the same time, if you are eating anything, you have to throw in the dustbin rather than throwing on the floor. Without notice, if any person is kept his foot on that wastage, chances are they to slip down. And even sometimes, if any injured unknown place or any sensitive part, if head got injured, maybe chances are they to lose human life also. So these are all the conditions. And even railway people, they designed a few instructions that when railway gates are closed, they should not cross the track. If they wanted to cross the track, they have to see both the sides, whether any train is coming or not. So immediately you have to cross the track. So there are some kind of instructions to be followed, given by the railway department to the passengers. So being as a passenger, wherever you are traveling, if you follow all the norms and conditions designed by the or framed by the government, then it will be safe for you and your life will be in a safe manner. Okay, that is all about rail accidents. And one more, today we are going to talk about air accident or air disaster. Okay, air accidents means nothing but, suppose take for example, if you are traveling through flight. Okay, so before taking off flight from the airport, they have to check whether engine is in a proper condition or not. Yeah, petrol or diesel, whatever the fuel is using in aeroplane, whether it is sufficient or not, that you have to look after. Okay, and at the same time, if any suspicious things are kept under the seats by any passenger or not, that is the responsibility of the Air Force Department to look after. If you did not check properly, if there is any lack of maintenance occurred while checking the air flight, then obviously chances are there to lose lot of human life. Okay, but by taking this into consideration, let us go with one real incident in the year Air 182, air flight number 182, Kanishka. Okay, What is the name of air flight number? Name? Kanishka, aircraft number 182. So in the year 1985, this flight supposed to travel from Montreal. Montreal is a place, okay? This air flight supposed to travel from Montreal to London, London to Delhi, Delhi to Mumbai. So this is the traveling map of this Air 182 Kanishka flight. Okay. So fortunately what happened? It was started from Montreal, but before reaching London, met with an accident. Near the coast of Ireland, it was blasted. It was, what can I say, blasted with one bomb, and straight away that flight fell down in Antarctic Ocean. There, 307 passengers, they were died, along with 22 crew. Crew means what? Staff. C-R-E-W. What is the meaning of crew? Staff. Crew means nothing but staff. The staff of Air Force, nearly 22 members, and the passengers who are traveling in Air Flight 182 Kanishka, nearly 307 members. So, everyone are died because of bomb. Because of bomb. So, this kind of accidents may occur even in Air Force department also. So many reasons, as I said, lack of proper maintenance, they did not see properly, and sometimes what happens, while taking off, while landing, you have to check the proper environment, whether it is good or bad, whether it is correct or not. Okay, as I said, the fuel, maybe it's a matter of fuel, or else it's a matter of security. Okay, so they have to, wings, everything they have to look after. If once the passenger is inside, they have to follow certain norms and conditions where they can travel safely, So here, so many reasons will be there, like yesterday we talked about sabotage, Desha Vidroha Charyalu. Okay, hijacking is also one of the reason for disaster of airplane accidents. Hijacking means what? Terrorist will, robbery. Terrorist will hijack one flight so that they can rob the things. Yeah, they can demand some money from the country where that aircraft belongs to. So they'll keep all the passengers in one place. Yeah, and they will blackmail all the people to get back the money. So such kind of incidents may occur. So before going to take any passenger, they have to check properly about the details of each and every passenger, whether they are genuine or not, whether their Aadhaar number is matching or not, from where they are traveling, from which place they are coming. Everything they have to take into consideration. So this is called as checking properly or lack of proper maintenance. If there is any lack in maintenance or checking, obviously the people are going to face certain dangerous situations. Now, the way we discussed what are do's and do nots in road accident, or when you are traveling on the road, and when you are traveling even in rails also, what kind of system you have to follow, what kind of system you should not follow, that we have learnt in these two. Even in air disasters also, there are few guidelines where a human being, or where the crew of the air staff, or else the passengers who are traveling through flight, they have to look after. Okay. So environment also, sometimes when flight was ready to take off, they should check the environment and surroundings also. In between the journey, air flight should not hit any mountains, that they have to look after. And big towers also will be there. So many highest buildings will be there. And these telephone towers or whatever you take, those towers also will be there. So while traveling, they should not hit those towers and they should not hit those buildings and they should not hit the mountains. So this is called as the maintenance or checking the environment, and even surroundings also plays an important role where an air flight can go safely. If you do not look into all these points, probably the incident may occur at any cost or at any point. So here also, the way we studied about do's and do nots in road accidents and railway system or rail traveling, at the same time, when you are traveling through aircraft or air flight, you have to take some sort of measurements or some sort of precautions to prevent forthcoming accidents. What are those cautions? Let us know about it. Okay. So, you are the person, you book the ticket to fly to Goa or somewhere else, okay, whatever the place, not only abroad, even within India also people are traveling by flight. So once you stepped into the flight, clearly in front of your seat one pocket will be there in front of your seat. There they'll keep one booklet like with some small guidelines, what you have to follow, what you should not follow, how you have to be careful, this and that, everything will be mentioned very clearly in that guide. So you have to, in that guidebook, the guidelines are clearly mentioned that you have to keep a belt after sitting in a chair, and air hostess will come and announce the safety measures, that you have to off your mobile while taking off. You have to switch off your mobile while taking off. Once if flight is in air, then you can on your mobiles. Okay, then there is no problem. Okay, so they'll give some important instructions. So don't try to overlook those instructions. Overlook ante enti, వినకుండా ఉండకూడదు, లెక్క చేయనట్టు, లేదా డోంట్ ట్రై టు ఇగ్నోర్ దోస్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్. ఇఫ్ యూ ఇగ్నోర్ వాట్ ఎయిర్ హోస్టెస్ ఇస్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్టింగ్ us, then definitely something or the other you are going to face. Okay, so the air hostess will instruct all the passengers to keep their belt properly, and the guidebook which is mentioned, which is kept in the opposite chair, they have to read all the guidelines what they have to do. So that is one of the major point where the passengers have to follow. Next, they have to be very alert. They have to be very alert if any air hostess is giving any announcement regarding safety, and at the same time carefully read the safety briefing card that is there in the seat pocket. As I said, whatever the brief guide is there with all the guidelines in the seat pocket, first and foremost important thing is that you have to read very carefully so that you can follow and you can understand very easily, and know where the nearest safety emergency exit. See, while traveling even in buses also, somewhere around you can see emergency exit. Emergency exit. What does it mean? If unknown situation, if without notice, all of a sudden, if any unknown situation arrived in the bus, so they have to escape from the situation. From front door and back door, the fire was caused. Suppose take for example in a bus. There will be an emergency exit where you can break the glass, and from that you have to jump from the bus to escape from the accident. And even others also you can take out from that emergency exit. In the same way, even in flights also, there will be a emergency exit where they can escape from that situation. And at the same time, if any fire causes in the flight, you should not open the cabin. You should not open the cabin. Just if you open the cabin, then that, what can I say? If you open the cabin, that fire should spread all over the cabin and everyone will die. So at that time, the air hostess will give some instructions. Okay, so on the surface of the flight, there will be some lights will be embedded in the flight, where those lights can show the way how to escape through emergency exit. Okay, so you have to lay down on the floor, and at that time when fire was caused, whatever the material, whether it is handkerchief or any towel or whatever available with you, you have to cover your mouth properly, mouth and nose properly, so that that fire should not enter into your body through your mouth or nose. Okay, so these are all the situations how to protect yourself. You should know. When, if you do not know, if anyone is asking you to follow the instructions, as a passenger you have to follow, because your life will be safe if you follow the passenger's instructions. Okay, so if in case you are involved in an air accident, you should remember the following things. Stay calm, listen to the crew members and do what they say. Okay, if at all on the road and in the rail, you can have your own choice how to escape or to protect. Okay, but it is, we are flying in the air. Okay, if we open the door of the flight, every flight will straight away it will fell down in any ocean or on any building or whatever the place. Okay, so when you are traveling through a flight, what you have to do, you have to follow the crew. Crew means nothing but the staff of Air Force. Then and there, around somehow or the other, announcement will come in the flight throughout the journey, that you have to change the time once if you cross the border of any country. So the staff of Air Force will inform you to change the timings also, because our timings and abroad timings are different. So immediately they'll inform you to change your timings. Okay, so now and then, and whenever it is necessary, the instructions are given by the staff of Air Force, where you have to follow very carefully, and you have to stay calm when announcements are going on in flight. If any air hostess madam is giving any instructions, at that time you should stay very calm, so that everybody can listen properly, everybody can understand properly. If you did not know what she was telling or what she is telling, just ask for a while. Ma'am, I did not understand, I didn't get you. Or else, sir, I did not get you what you are telling. So that they can repeat one more time. Okay. So most important job, their crew job is to help all the people, to protect all the passengers. Next, before you try to open any emergency exit yourself, look outside the window. If emergency exit, if you want to open, just look outside of the window. If you see a fire outside the door, as I said, you should not open the door, because the chances are there to spread the fire into the cabin. So don't open the door if you can see any fire outside the door. So don't open it, as flames may spread into the cabin. Try to use alternate exit route. So one or the other exit route will be there. When any fire caused in a flight, try to avoid that route and try to escape from other route which is prescribed in the flight. Next, remember that smoke rises up. So when smoke will come, it is rises up. ఎగసి పడుతూ ఉండడం అంటారు కదా, so that is rises up means that one. Okay, so try to stay down if there is smoke in the cabin. Follow the track of emergency light. So what I said, on the floor of the flight, some emergency light will be embedded or will be arranged. That lights will show the path how to escape from the situation, how to escape through an emergency exit. Okay, so the lead to an exit, cover over your nose and mouth with a cloth. Okay, so these are the instructions where you have to follow. If you follow all the norms and conditions or rules and regulations given by certain departments, then obviously your health will be in a safe manner. Otherwise you won't be safe, and at the same time even others also will not be safe. So try to remember all the points, what all we discussed, whether it is a road accident or rail accident or air accident. There are some more accidents are there, which I gave an example recently in
Ship
Abbots,
accident.
what was happened. Ship accident or even fire accidents also may occur. Fire accident. Fire accident is also one of the dangerous accident out of all. Okay, once if you, what can I say?
Yes.
Yeah, once if you expose yourself, your body will expose towards the fire, then easily it will capture your body. So while cooking also, we have to be so careful. Okay, we should not play with fire or few things where you cannot imagine within fraction of seconds what kind of danger we are going to face. What kind of danger we are going to face. Three things will be there, like air, oil, oxygen, and this. With the combination of these three, fire will improve. Fire will improve. If you stop any one of them, then automatically what will happen, the fire will calm down. The fire will calm down, whether it is in a bus or a train or whatever it is. So when you are making a journey through train, so some flammable goods are not supposed to carry. Even with us also, when we are going, few people arranged nowadays that gas cylinder will be arranged even in cars also, to get rid of the, because the petrol and diesel rates are so prices are so high. So to avoid that, few people are, what they are doing, yeah, CNG. They are arranging one cylinder within the car so that they can have a easy and safe travel. But sometimes that is also very dangerous journey. By keeping a CNG cylinder is also, sometimes it may leak. Anything can happen at any time. Sometimes what happens, the engine will become so heat. Okay, so heat, oil and oxygen. If these three ingredients will mix together, if you did not stop out of these three, any one of them we have to stop. Otherwise, air will rise up. Okay, and even at the time of pujas also, if you observe during doing the homas, what priest will do? Some sticks will throw into the fire. Along with the sticks, to make the fire, what kind of ingredient he will use? Ghee also. Ghee.
And oil.
Okay,
Some
ghee.
type of oil.
Some, not some type of oil, only purely ghee they will use to produce the fire. So aggiki ajyam poyadam antaru chudandi. When you are giving oil or ghee or something else into the fire, that fire will not calm down. Instead of getting down, that fire will rises up like anything. So during the time, whatever, if you are doing for the sake of good, then it's okay. Okay, but at the same time, you have to be so cautious around the surroundings, around the environment. Whatever you are doing, wherever you are going, try to have a safe journey, and you will be safe if you follow all the norms and conditions, all the rules and regulations designed or framed by the government or traffic department. Then others also will be the safe. If we are meeting with an accident on a road, we are not only one person who met with an accident. Along with us, even if any other people are making journey with us, and others are traveling on the road, and even those people also will affect. Okay, so in and around, even air accidents also increased worldwide. Air accidents also increased day by day, including India. Even in India also, this air crash accidents are increasing like anything. So what to do to avoid such kind of accidents? As I said, they have to maintain properly. They have to check all the engine oil, everything, engines are working properly or not, whether it is a car or rail. When point comes to train, they have to check even the track also. Okay, they have to check the track also, whether track is distracted from their original place or not. Brakes also they have to look after, whether brakes are working properly or not. Okay, so these are all the guidelines wherever and whatever however you are making the journey, see that your journey should be in a safe manner, not to face any kind of dangerous situations. Oh, okay. So this is all about the accident related disasters. We discussed about road accidents. We discussed about rail accidents, that is train accident. Okay. So as we came to know that one of the largest mode of transport in India is a railway system. So most of the people are traveling in trains. So while making their journey, let them have a safe and secured journey if they follow all the traffic rules, all the rules designed by the railway department, and at the same time airline department also. So when you are following such instructions given by certain departments, then ultimately and obviously your life will be safe and in a secured manner. If you will be safe, along with you the others also will be safe. Okay, so that's all for today's session, and in the next session, under accident related disasters, let us know one more disaster or one more accident which occurs through a fire. So I am going to explain in the next session about fire accidents, how the fire accidents will occur, and to avoid fire, what kind of guidelines and instructions we have to follow. Let us talk in our next session. Until then, have a nice day.